America's electricity bills are exploding in 2026. From $250 to $1,440 overnight. This is the deception robbing us blind. Wake up, because the assault on your wallet in 2026 is relentless and unforgiving. Revelation spells it out plain and simple. The first sign of the end times isn't thunderous wars or starving nations. It's not crumbling economies or visible monsters tearing through society. No, the first sign is deception that masquerades as reasonable. It looks like normal business, like necessary adjustments, like fair pricing in a tough market. But it's a lie designed to conquer quietly, draining your resources while you think it's just how things are. That's exactly what's hitting millions with electricity bills right now. People open their statements expecting the usual, only to see jumps from reasonable amounts like $250 one month to $1,400 the next. They keep paying what they can, thinking it's a glitch or temporary spike, but the shutoff notices come anyway. Utilities cut power without mercy for non-payment, leaving families in the dark because light and heat cost more than rent these days. This isn't accident. It's systemic robbery dressed as market forces, infrastructure needs, and energy demands. America is bleeding people dry, enriching corporations and investors while everyday folks scramble to survive. Look at the hard facts crashing into 2026. Residential electricity prices have surged nationwide, with averages climbing to around 18 cents per kilowatt hour, up sharply from previous years. Bills rose over 9% in 2025 alone compared to 2024, outpacing wages and inflation. Projections show another 4 to 8% hike in 2026, driven by grid upgrades, data center explosions, and fuel costs that utilities pass straight to you. In regions like the Mid-Atlantic and PJM markets, capacity auctions set record highs, adding tens of dollars monthly starting now. States from California to New York, Pennsylvania to Florida see utilities approving massive rate increases 10%, 19%, even more phased in over years. People report bills doubling, tripling overnight due to demand charges, peak usage penalties, or sudden rate adjustments. 1 month stable at $250, next hitting $1,400 because of hidden fees or wholesale spikes. Utilities justify it as essential for reliability. Reasonable, right? Aging grids need fixes, extreme weather demands resilience, AI data centers guzzle power like never before. But the truth cuts deeper. Profits soar for energy giants while consumers get squeezed. Investor-owned utilities request billions in revenue hikes, citing returns on equity that stay fat even in downturns. Policies strip clean energy incentives, slowing cheaper alternatives and locking in higher costs. This is Revelation's deception perfected. It doesn't come as outright theft announced on billboards. It arrives as phased increases approved by regulators, as capacity charges for future demand, as recovery fees for storms or investments. It feels reasonable to pay for upgrades keeping lights on. But when bills exceed rent, forced choices between food and power lead to shutoffs, plunging homes into cold darkness. That's conquest. Not paying means disconnection, swift and cold. No light, no heat, no fridge, no charge for essentials. Families suffer, health risks spike, especially for seniors or kids, and shutoffs ramp up outside winter protections. Many states extend moratoriums through March 2026 for cold months, banning cuts for vulnerable households. But come spring, protections lift, backlogs unleash. Post-pandemic, disconnections hit records in some areas as aid ended. In 2026, with bills higher, more face the axe. Utilities trained to enforce, no exceptions for hardship unless qualified. Mispayments, power gone, reasonable enforcement of contracts, they say. But it's punishment for poverty in a system rigging costs upward. Emotional reality burns. Hardworking people, paying what they always did, blindsided by spikes they can't cover. Seniors on fixed incomes watch savings evaporate. Parents skip meals to keep lights on. Businesses close under crushing energy costs, all while executives and shareholders rake in billions. Deception convinces us it's inevitable. Supply and demand, global fuels, tech progress. But demand from data centers gets prioritized over human needs. Subsidies flow wrong way, accountability vanishes. Broader scope exposes the pattern. Over 100 utilities hiked or proposed hikes affecting tens of millions in 2025 to 2026. Cumulative billions extracted, passed to customers as necessary. Regions with data center booms see wholesale prices jump hundreds%. Natural gas fluctuations, grid spends over $1 trillion projected, all reasonable on paper. But outcome? Wealth transfer from households to corporations, normalized as progress. Revelation warns of this rider conquering through false peace. Policies promise reliable power, affordable energy, but deliver extraction. We accept gradual boils, 5% here, 10% there, until bills devour budgets. In 2026, extremes like $1,400 shocks become more common as rates embed higher baselines. Reject the lie. This isn't unavoidable, it's choices favoring profit over people. Demand transparency on charges, cap excessive hikes, prioritize affordable sources. Support community energy, push regulators for fairness. Question every reasonable increase, stripping dignity, solutions demand action. Audit utility profits, tie rates to actual needs, not padded returns. Expand assistance beyond seasonal, prevent predatory shutoffs year-round. Invest in efficiency, cutting usage and bills. Vote out enablers letting demons in suits enrich while robbing blind. This crisis embodies the first sign deception, feeling reasonable while conquering lives. Electricity more than rent proves it. No more silence. Call it robbery, fight back fierce. Thank you for your time, I appreciate you. Follow so we can stay connected. Your support matters more than you know, and I appreciate every moment you give to listen. Your support is important to me, and it helps me a lot. It keeps me active, bringing you important information with your support and comments, likes, and shares. Feel free to like, support, and subscribe. I will always provide content for you. I appreciate every support you give. Crowning Thoughts, True Speaker, copyright 2025 by Santiago D.C. Maria, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution. I love you all and I appreciate each of you. Stay blessed. Thank you for listening. Love always. Santiago D.C. Maria.